All right, so 21 Pilots has been going absolutely insane with this European run of shows. So let's break down all the cryptic lore bombs they've been dropping, as well as the teases that are hinting at Clancy Part 2, a double album. And I swear, just as I'm letting go the idea of a double album to protect my own sanity, they just keep dragging me back in. I can't take this anymore, man. Okay, so like I mentioned in my last video, Tyler Joseph has been wearing these brand new black shirts with an inverted white design or picture. And it turns out they're all callbacks to Heavy Dirty Soul, Blurry Face, all of it, which makes sense because this new cycle is basically looping back to the start of what the fans agree is the official start of the lore, which is Blurry Face. And coincidentally, or not so coincidentally, this is taking place right around Blurry Face's 10-year anniversary. But wait, there's more, a lot more. It gets crazier. Tyler has been hiding codes on his shirts. On surface level, it looks like a bunch of random numbers, but if you take those numbers and line them up with the respective character in the alphabet, for example, 1 is A, 2 is B, and so on, we start spelling out words, like actual words. Now, this is nothing new with 21 Pilots. This is to be very expected at this point, but it still is equally shocking every time they pull this off. Keep in mind that not every single shirt has a code on it, and this is me recording on the 27th of April, which I believe they played in Munich tonight, and there was no code on his shirt, but we are slowly getting more and more codes as the European tour leg progresses. So far, we've seen 3 different codes: Seldom Surface, No Kin, and Do You Feef at Home? Yes, you heard that right, feef. At first we thought it said, do you feel like home because, you know, English, but nope. On closer inspection, it's definitely feef, which is not a word. What's crazy is these 3 phrases are actually fulfilling a theory that we came up with right before Clancy dropped. Tyler tweeted this a while ago, and it caused a lot of eyebrows to raise. And he immediately followed up with, guys, this is literally nothing. Come on, you know I'd be straightforward with you about everything. Sure, he may say this is nothing, but this is Tyler Joseph writing this. So we've been through literally all of this before. Almost instantly, the collective fan base kind of came to the conclusion that this is the first letter off of every song on the new track list of Clancy Part 2, or whatever the double album is. And if you really think about it, if this really is the track list, this tweet has 11 characters. Clancy has 13 songs. This tweet has 11 characters. 11 plus 13 is 24. And some people are saying that if we include the line or the craving, the single version, that comes up to 25, which lines up with Clancy Ultimate Chapter 25. This is making a lot more sense now. I'm just saying, 25 has come up a lot since Clancy's release. And now, seeing that all of these new shirt codes seem to fit into the cipher, this is just getting a little too coincidental to ignore. We'll have to keep a finger on the pulse to see if Tyler's shirts and codes on those shirts continues to line up with that cipher, but as of right now, things are looking very, very interesting. And now is the perfect time to segue into the supposed leak. Twitter account Has It Leaked basically posted that there's going to be something coming soon from 21 Pilots. And this user was responding to another user that was basically saying that they were excited about possible releases in 2025 regarding 21 Pilots. And of course, Has It Leaked responded and said, of course, there's going to be something soon. Take this with a massive grain of salt, because this doesn't necessarily mean new music. It could also mean the live album that they recorded a few months back. And it could also mean some kind of 10-year anniversary of Blurry Face, like a box set like we received for Vessel. This account, Has It Leaked, could be responding and referencing to those 2 different projects that we have not received yet. I love it if this account is referring to new music, but we're just gonna have to wait and see. And speaking of being cryptic, 21 Pilots did a recent interview where they alluded to what's gonna happen after this tour concludes. Basically, the interviewer asks Tyler and Josh what they're planning to do once this current tour wraps up, seeing that their calendars are massively free after their show in London concludes. Tyler basically says, oh, we should like tease something on the last show, and then whatever is coming, it's not nothing, which is comically vague because that literally means it could be anything. So I would love for that to signify new music coming, or a new tour, or something of the like. I would bet money that we would receive like some kind of Blurry Face 10-year anniversary box set, like I mentioned earlier. I see JL Anderson talking about a Emotional Roadshow anniversary tour. Again, harkening back to Blurryface, I would love for there to be a Clancy Part 2 double album in that time, but no one can be completely certain outside of Tyler and Josh and their team at this point. Oh, and I didn't know where to put this in the video, but Dema has not been catching on fire the past couple nights during navigating. So that is not great. And also during backslide, there's a ton of blue lights that flicker on and off, blue symbolizing defeat. So those two things together in conjunction are not looking great for Clancy. It's kind of producing overwhelming evidence that he has been defeated, which is not great. So we'll see how that unfolds. So yeah, definitely something is brewing. We just don't know what. I mean, the codes, the callbacks, the timing, it's all lining up just a little bit too perfectly. Check out my video on all of the unsolved questions from Clancy that we're still waiting to crack. Because if the past holds any clues to what we could expect in the future, the biggest reveals might be hiding right in front of our face.